Hello guys, this is Arun here. Today I'm going to talk about the newest feature from UiPath, which is the Agent Builder. This feature is still in preview, and as MVPs, we got access to it, and I did play with it a little bit. So, and then I wanted to just present what I found so far, and I've already worked with other agentic platforms, but I like to say that UiPath has done a very good job in building this platform and the way they architected the features, right? So the first panel you see are some of the templates. So we can use some of these templates to start building agents. But I think as they're just starting, we only have like 6 templates, and we can create an agent by clicking on this new agentic button. And then I did create a quick demo agent, just called weather agent. Just explain it so that you'll understand what are the out-of-the-box features available um, in agentic as well, right? The first feature you can see is the model. I think they're using GPT 4.0, and definitely they're going to add more models and latest models as and when they are available. The first panel is a general description of what you are supposed to do with an agent. In this case, I call it as a weather assistant agent. This agent would provide helpful weather details on your cities, and I missed to say along with some tourist details. So this is just to give some context on what this agent is supposed to do, right? And the prompt is the most important part of an agent, where you say an agent what it's supposed to do, right? In this case, I just give the agent a name, Nakshu, and who provides weather details on US cities requested by the users by using the tools provided, and convert it into a user understandable format, right? And along with it, and just like I mentioned, I added a context which will give some details on the tourist information as well. So to update the prompt, let me uh, weather details and tourist attractions. Okay. Okay. So this will be the actual user prompt, the question from the user. Uh, so let's say I start with Dallas, because I'm going to just check on the weather and tourist spots uh, in Dallas, Texas. Okay. So the next section is actually the tools we need to use. In this case, I used an RPA application called Open Weather Map, which uses this Open Weather Map API, which you might be familiar with. So I built an RPA bot and published it in the orchestrator. Uh, so that is available as a package in the orchestrator. Sorry, as a process, just in my chat folder, right? So this is the weather map app, and along with it, I've also given a context grounding, so which would provide tourist spot details. So to do that, I've uploaded a document into my storage bucket, and then I built a context grounding for that, right? So this is my context grounding, and I have an index as well, right? So uh, this is your rack index, which is out of the box from UiPath. And once we add these indexes, we can use them inside your LLM agent. In this case, my agent builder, right? So that's what I've done so far. So, so I asked them for tourist details and look into this index, right? If the information is available in those documents, it will be able to pull. If not, it will say cannot, right? Uh, so that is these, and along with it, there's one more feature which I haven't uh, uh, played, which is escalation. That is, in case if the agent is not able to find information, it has to escalate to a human workflow, right? So that is this part, right? This on a very high level is what is the crux of the agent builder. Okay, so as you see, there is a user prompt. I already entered a user prompt. Let me run it. If you see, it's trying to use both my RP. You have seen the green one. That means the RPA bot was already completed its work, and it also uses the context, right? Let me show the execution first, and then show what the other things are all about, right? First thing is it gives me the details of the weather. So today is a little bit cloudy and it's colder, right? So 18 degrees centigrade. Uh, and tourist spots in Dallas is also listed here, right? And the agent was able to get these two information from the tool. If you see, this is a JSON response, and the agent was able to understand the JSON and build this text just in user readable format, right? That's the intelligence of the agent. That's the intelligence what the LLM model gives to the agent. And the next point is this context, right? So it was able to find some information relevant to my queries, and it pulled the information from my context grounding indexes. So that's what you see here, right? So we can give different details. For instance, let me give a detail of a city which is not in my context. Okay, and see how the agent responds. So in this case, I given Chennai, which is not an US city, right? So that's the reason I get this response saying I can only provide details to the subtraction of US cities. So it is intelligent enough to understand that Chennai is not part of the US. It's in India, right? So that's intelligent, right? So we can set up evaluations for testing, and we can. I think these runs will show up as and when we do the testing, and we also have an audit trace of whatever happens, right? We can always see what happened, uh, what kind of calls are made, how long it took, what kind of tools were used. So all the details you should be able to get from these audit reports. Evaluation is usually for testing purpose to see how well this agent behaves, right? So as you see, this is very promising, and we can even call agents from other workflows. I think that's the reason we have this arguments. So in my next video, I will definitely cover that content as well, right? So if you have any questions regarding what I showed so far, please leave a comment. I'll be able to help you with your questions. Please do join our Dallas chapter if you are in the US and interested in UiPath. Thank you.